Good morning and welcome back to the Red Mic. I apologize for the loud noise in the background. My dogs are in here and they don't know how to not be quiet. So, these Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mike message is a New Year's Eve message, but it's accountability. It's the cornerstone of success, both on and off the field. But let's start with an on the field action, shall we? I don't know if you saw the Liberty Bowl, December 28th, so 3 days ago. 3 days ago. Yes. Um, Arkansas offensive lineman, Fernando Carmona. Well, he got caught on video intentionally stepping on the ankle of Texas Tech's CJ Baskerville after the play was over. Kid ended up being okay. He wasn't injured. He was hurt, but he wasn't injured. It happened right after the play, and bottom line, it was straight up dirty. I mean, and that's exactly the way Baskerville described it. And if you watch the video, there is no doubt he meant to do it, right? Um, Now, then he apologized, and in his apology, he said he let his emotions get the better of him, and he expressed regret for his actions. Okay, that's all well and good. I'll even take you at your word that you got caught up in the moment to be a dirty jerkwad. But moment of frustration, no. And here's my big problem with all of it. There has been, even though the player has now come out and said, yeah, I did it and I'm sorry and I regret my actions. Oh, please, boo hoo hoo. Um, there's been no comment from the University of Arkansas. There's been no comment from the football program. There's been no comment from the coach. There's been no comment from the NCAA. Are we raising thugs out there, or are we trying to have these young men maybe become better older men? Because ultimately, that's what sports are supposed to be about. All right? Yes, it's fun to watch. Yes, it's a distraction. Yes, it's, thrill of victory and agony of defeat. Dun, 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 dun. All of that, right? But at the end of the day, if sports are not making a better person out of you because it allows you to overcome adversity, it allows you to overcome hardship, it allows you to dig deep into your heart and soul and your guts and find wells of strength that you never had before, then what are we doing it for? Who cares? You know, moments of frustration, complete lack of sportsmanship, complete lack of character. Hang on a second. Hey, Turk, out. Sorry about that. Um, I mean, would we put up with this in the workplace? You're in the workplace and a team member intentionally sabotages a project or something, and they literally get caught. No, what would happen? They'd be fired immediately, right? So I'm not saying we ought to take this kid's scholarship away from him, but there ought to be some consequences. There ought to be some public reaction from the school, from the coach, from the boosters. But no, it's seemingly, and I've checked, it's seemingly being, just, oh well, boys will be boys, swept under the rug, yada yada. And I've seen a couple of people say, yeah, well, Baskerville was dirty. I have I have gone through every news account. I have gone through done a ton of looking on both X and Facebook, and I don't find any evidence of that. Am I saying that he's a clean player all the time? No, because I don't know that he is. I don't know that he isn't. You know, oh well, he had some hard tackles. You know what? Football's about hard tackles. I hate the way they do the targeting rule so much. Why don't we just play flag and be done with it? Anyway, that's a comment for another day. In the real world, there are no do-overs for malicious actions. There's just not. If you're undermining your colleagues, you're disrespecting, team members, opponents, lack of integrity, law breaking, rule breaking. They all have consequences in the real world, but they don't hear. This kid is a student. This is a learning opportunity. Let's do more than just, oh, that's okay. You got caught up in the moment. It's okay. Go sit on the bench for a while. No! This kid needs some concrete repercussions for his action. And him just saying he got caught up in the moment and expressed frustrations, that's not good enough. And shame on the University of Arkansas. Shame on their coach. High-performing organizations are not built on apologies. They are built on unwavering standards of conduct. They demand professionalism. They demand respect. They demand a commitment to ethical behavior. And leaders like this coach who tolerate transgressions like this, they are ultimately hurting their team, their program, their organizations. Because if you don't set clear boundaries and enforce consequences consistently, evenly, all the way across the board, you are cultivating a culture where integrity doesn't matter. And do you really want to be part of that? So, it was not just a mistake. It was reflection of an uncorrected character flaw. He's young enough. He can overcome this. He really can. I believe that in my heart. But if there's no consequences for his action, he's going to be like, yeah, I got away with it. Yeah, good for me. Accountability requires more than empty words. You have to have an understanding of the impact of your actions and a commitment to both personal and professional growth. So let's stop making excuses. Let's demand higher standards. Let's all cultivate a world where accountability isn't just a buzzword. It's a requirement of success. That's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you find it helpful. I hope that you're able to help other people put it in place in their lives. I hope you put it in place in yours. All right. Today is my cousin Judy's birthday. I've always pointed out, yes, she's older. Today we prove it because she is now officially older than me. Her number is bigger. Ha, ha, ha. But happy birthday, Judy. I love you very much. You were one of my earliest friends, cousins, first cousins. They're the best. They really are. Judy, I hope you have a great birthday. I really do. All right, New Year's Eve. If you get out amongst the amateurs tonight, please be careful. If you go out and you have any adult beverages, if you drink, don't drive. Get home. Yes, I end this message every day with life is short, drink the bourbon, and it is. But don't let the bourbon that you drink be the reason that your life is shortened. All right? So, hashtag do not drink and drive. I love you guys. I'm really looking forward to the new year. I hope you are too, by the way. Red Mike Messages. I love you. I'll see you again tomorrow. Go have fun tonight. And remember, life is short. Drink the bourbon.